There's another person that I want to bring forward today because I don't think we often get a chance to see miracles. And I want to invite Ian up front and center this morning. Ian Anderson. Come on down. I don't have a gift for you, man, but I want to give you a microphone. That's the closest I can give.
I feel like I should sit down.
I can't touch the wired ones here, so yeah, let's
okay.
grab that one. All right, okay, there you go. Hey, backstory for those of you who haven't been having with us. 2 weeks today.
2 weeks today.
2 weeks today, you and your friend Ben, right there, that guy, are at the Cardinal game. It was game 160, the last game, right?
It was the last game of the season. We were playing the Cubs. We got one of those packs. We're like, yeah, we're going to lock up the Central. Woo! And we did.
Yeah, he was there, right? So that was unlike where we are 2 weeks later where we're going, man, is it a sweep or what?
Are
right?
we going to hit the ball?
Yeah, that's a true statement. True statement. All right, so after the game, those guys go and they're hanging out at Ballpark Village. You've hung with us a little bit. You know that Ian gracefully took a tumble on the back of his head.
Gracefully is an exaggeration. There was nothing graceful about me falling.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, hence this beautiful haircut that you see here is Ian fell. He had Ben was there and a nurse, right?
A random nurse.
A random nurse.
And a security guy.
And you were like, because you're going to get up and go home. And they're like, no, we don't think so, right? Is that sort of how I remember it? You don't remember this part.
I don't
was that how it
remember
went?
a ton of it.
Yeah, okay. He was thinking he was fine. He was going to go home, and they insisted that he go to SLU.
Yeah.
And it was there at SLU. They did a CAT scan, and that's where they found the bleeding on the brain. And that led to emergency surgery. How many staples in the side of your head, man?
70 plus they put in.
70 plus
They
staples.
removed part of my skull. Subdermal hematoma is what they call it, and they essentially let my brain bleed, and then put my skull back together again, and was like, yeah, lots of fun. You're welcome.
Early Monday morning, I was with you, and
Yes.
then you were sort of looked like you had been through surgery. But man, when I saw you
You
Monday
think?
afternoon, you had your eye was swollen shut. You looked
Yeah.
ugly. You don't look good to begin with, but you
Thank you.
Yeah, Carrie would agree, right? It was bad, man. And that was Monday afternoon about, I don't know, I left there maybe about 3-ish, right? And then
Again,
I
I
know,
don't remember.
I know. I'm filling you in. I'm filling you in.
Smacked me around enough.
I'm filling you in, all right? So he's got the brain bleed, and they theorized that in the fall, that then the brain ricocheted and he had a bruise up here in the frontal lobe from hitting, right? Yeah. And so they were concerned about that because that's in the area of speech and motor stuff. So that's all Monday. I go home, and we're just praying for you to, just to come through this, right? And then I'm telling people you'll be there for a week. And Tuesday, I get a note from Carrie oh, no, I'm on the phone with my daughter Casey at Michigan State, and I'm saying, hey, Ian's doing good. He's going to be there for a while. And Casey's like, oh, no, he's on his way home. And I'm like, what? She said, oh, I just read on Facebook. Carrie posted they're on their way home. I was like, hang on. Patty will tell you. I hang up with Casey, and I'm like, calling Carrie, like, what? And yeah. You were obstinate, and they kicked you out.
I am stubborn. Yes.
Cracking jokes?
If nobody knows me, I'm stubborn. There you go. So yes, I was cracking jokes. I was adamant to get out of there. I did not want to be there in any way, shape, or form.
Nobody does. But here's
True.
the deal, friends. As I've said to you, they don't, in fact, I called an ICU nurse. They don't release people from ICU to go home. They release you from ICU to go to a room.
Yes.
And they kicked him out less than 48 hours.
They did not like me, apparently.
Apparently. Man, oh man.
No.
So 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. It's, I'll be honest.
You can't cry because I'm gonna, all right? We've got tissue back here. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Thanks. It's going to happen. A lot of, I'm 40 years old, and a lot of crazy stuff has happened to me throughout my lifetime, right? My parents were divorced when I was 13. I mean, there's all sorts of relational things that have happened to me over my period, my 40 years. And nothing's ever really, it's life. Things are going to go sideways on you a little bit. And this...
Can I say something? Let me interject right here.
Oh, boy.
Your
I'm gonna
life
start
sucked
crying.
until you met Carrie. That's what I want to say, right? All right. And then God did something good by bringing Carrie into your world.
Yes, that is
Okay.
true. That's true. But this ranks right up there in the crazy stuff that has happened to me in my entire life. You never go to a game expecting that you may not walk out of it, okay? And that's really at the end of the day, that was a very real possibility. See, that's the thing. And I'm just going to stand on the soapbox for a moment. I think that these outcomes are always present, and we just ignore that these are the possibilities, and we take our gifts for granted. And through this, I've learned to have... I can do this. To have a better appreciation for the gifts that God has given me, like Carrie, like my kids, as crazy as they are.
Our friendship. Okay. All right.
I was
I was just going to throw that in
I
there.
was getting there.
Okay. All right. Neurosurgeon told Ian and Carrie on Thursday you went back for a follow-up, right? And the neurosurgeon told him he was 90 seconds from 90 seconds from things being radically different from what you see. Right. If that's not the hand of God, that's really crazy.
Physically, mentally impacted, 90 more seconds in that scenario between triage and surgery, and I would not be standing here. So that is the reality of the situation.
So I would say many of you were praying. I think here's what happens, and I want to be careful because some of you prayed for really hard stuff, and you didn't see a miracle. I'm going to acknowledge that, right? And I have answers why. But I do believe that what you're seeing here is the result of so many people praying for you guys and loving you. I was on the phone at midnight. I called 2 or 3 of you at midnight to say, man, I know you may be in bed, but you need to be praying if you would just pray. And sometimes those calls have to happen. And I would say to you this, if you ever find yourself really needing God and you won't pick up the phone to call someone because it's 2 a.m., man, think again. Because good friends want to be there, right, at 2 a.m. or whatever it is, right? And so, all right, so prognosis is good. I mean, other than your hair, right?
If we would win a game, I'm dyeing the other half red.
We'll
Just
hold you
saying.
to that. If we win a game, okay.
Monday's coming, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, but thanks for these people for praying, right? This was a big deal.
I think every single one of you that have reached out to me personally, that have reached out through Carrie, that have been praying for us as a family, that have been praying specifically for me, it's because of you that I'm standing here today. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, good stuff. Thank you. All right, here it is there.